Here's the story. Now, you do remember the Nemesis team from last time. What's the robot called now?
Diotoir.
Diotoir. The problem was they came over, they went through customs. Customs weren't sure what on earth this was they were faced with, and insisted that the guys took everything apart. Circuit boards, the whole lot, yes?
I think the balaclavas were a bad idea.
And it took 4 months to put it together. They now have 1 day. And they're sweaty, and they're depressed, and they're tired, but we're giving them lots of encouragement because we loved Nemesis last time, and we want you to do well this time.
Thank you.
So you may remember Nemesis from the last war. Well, they've changed the name. They've kept the outfit, but they've changed the name, but they've also been having an absolute nightmare. Thank you very much, the nice men at Customs Not. Guys, well, this is why we find them on the floor, in tatters, not just the outfits, but their personalities. So you're having a horrible, horrible time, aren't you?
Having a great time.
Come on, tell me what's happening. Tell me, first of all, the new name and why.
Diotoir. It's a new robot. We still have Nemesis, and this is a brand new robot. Completely different chassis, different weapon system, much more powerful weapon systems. We're hoping to be able to throw robots.
But the reason why you're not going, why you're saying it's a much more powerful weapon system,
yeah,
it's all fantastic. It's because it's kind of not fantastic at the moment, is it? It's all in bits.
Yeah, well, when Customs saw this, they weren't very impressed.
When you were on your way over,
yeah.
They saw all the bits.
Yeah.
And they what? They didn't believe it was for Robot Wars?
Well, they didn't really know, and they just...
They had to check it out. So they've taken your robot to bits. Completely. How many months of work to put it together?
Well, we've been at it all day.
And how many months of work before? I mean, now you're trying to do it in 1 day.
Yeah, well, it was 4 months.
I just feel for you so much. Look, they've got little bits of diagrams all over the place,
Yeah,
and their little old
that's it.
notebooks. There's just things that they had jotted down. Oh, and they've been sweating all day, and you're miserable, aren't you?
I'm tired.
Miserable and tired. Oh, it will be worth it, I promise, and we really appreciate it. Because we can have more barbecued sausages. Remember the fun we had last time with the barbecue and the singeing? We can go through all that again.
The big kebab again.
Yeah, it'll be worth it. Come on.
Beers.
We'll bring you a cup of coffee in a minute. You keep working.
Thank you. See you later.
Oh, bless. Oh, Diotoir. What does it mean?
Annihilator.
Annihilator. And is it ready to annihilate after all the
I think
trouble?
so.
Yeah?
It's all the electronics works now.
You have a working robot?
We just need to adjust the fine points on it, and that's it.
So you're knackered.
Ah, no, I'm grand, yeah. I'm just wondering what it'll annihilate for me itself, most likely.
Have you had time to
I
think
hope
about
it goes
tactics?
into a hole so that I can just go home.
Oh no! Don't you dare! After all this work, don't you dare?
Better not, because that's going to be lodged in his back.
That's very naughty. That's very naughty. It's lucky I know you're joking. Have you had time to think about tactics at all?
Yeah, up the middle with smoke.
Lovely. Okay, thanks. Bye.
From Dublin, Diotoir.
Miserable and tired after the customs experience, but hugely popular back again. Fur brain, polka dotting, the hydraulic lifting arm, their main weapon. It's bound to catch fire. We love it. And look out for the fur. Everyone wants a piece of it. As they did in the last series, when Nemesis didn't last too long. You had the kebab ready, but instead of being charbroiled, it was pitted. Greatly popular team, though. Super fun.
I'm Joe Gavin.
Kieran Byrne.
I'm Peter Evans, and this is Diotoir, son of Nemesis. The weapon that we're going to be using, hydraulically cocked in these large car springs. Comes all the way down, so it's flush with this bar here, and then we can fire it and hopefully throw all the rest of the robots over.
Roboteers, stand by.
Diotoir, Captain Peter Redmond wants to be a shepherd. Well, according to team member Zulu, in other words, Kieran Byrne. And Sting 2, Captain Dave Barker's been a hang gliding pilot for around about 15 years now. He's on the right. With Pete Alsop driving Sting 2 into the middle of the arena against Diotoir. Was a little bit of fur already ripped away. It was. The smile's a little bit lopsided, isn't it? There's the wiggly waggly tail on the back of Sting 2. Looks like a scorpion. It's got a modified body. They say it's got a more organic look about the assembly. This year, Sting 2. The backbone and rib effect, the scorpion tail, the lifting arm from Diotoir. I want to see it over the flame pit. I want to see that fur on fire again. I dream about that between Robot Wars series, I know. Rather strange and sad at the same time, but here's Diotoir. Just nudging with Sting 2, trying to flick Diotoir away. It's a little bit nervy and tentative. See the spikes on front of Sting 2. They're an addition this season. The new Robot Wars battle. As Diotoir pushes Sting 2 back against the arena wall, or tries to, at the control. Peter Redmond built a June buggy in his time, a robot vacuum cleaner as well. He's not trying to suck, he's trying to push Sting 2 towards the pit. And down goes the Scorpion. That's a very, very popular victory in the arena. Matilda loves it. Oh, Pete Alsop, the driver, doesn't, for Sting 2. Bashed up at customs, but here they are.
Congratulations to the boys from Era. They go through.
Couldn't believe it actually worked.
It did work, I know. It was a real feat, wasn't it?
Steroids have different effects
The
on
last screw
different
went in and we pushed it up there. And it worked.
You told me they'd do it.
people. Oh, what did I say? Because if he didn't, he was dead. You know what I mean? Chain broke, but had that sorted in a minute, like, no problem with that.
And you didn't even get a flaming.
No.
Oh, we brought matches. Flame it now.
We're all geared up for it and whole lot.
See, Pete forgot the marshmallows, so there's no point in letting it die until we got the marshmallows in, you know what I mean?
For the next round, we expect marshmallows. Are they vegetarian sausages?
Yeah.
Good. Get away, go and celebrate. Well done. Do you feel being put up against Steel Avenger?
Well, if we can get it under him, we're all right.
We've got
Depends on this lad, how his head is.
We have a set of car keys in the front to give him a scratch.
Oh, cool. Cool. Well done. Okay. In you go.
He doesn't want to give anyone a little scratch, Kieran Byrne there on the left-hand side. Let me tell you, not only did he have to put his own robot together very late on, he's also been helping out all the other robots in the pits welding when they've had problems.
Roboteers, stand by.
Diotoir, great sportsmanship. They won the Sportsmanship Award last time around, and the Steel Avenger.
2,
John Willoughby at the controls.
activate.
Of Arthurian legend, the Steel Avenger, perhaps, with a feather duster on the back. And Diotoir, a great roar goes up every time they do anything. A little bit of fur flies off. Oh, the Steel Avenger slamming into Dead Metal, working its way away from danger, but Dead Metal has a long memory. Diotoir nearly driving into the house robots. Oh, great slam, bam, from the... I think this time they're using the ice blade, aren't they, at the front? Yes, they are. The Steel Avenger to cut into, cleave Diotoir's hopes. Bashing on the back of the Steel Avenger, turning to get away. Oh, and off comes something from Diotoir again. There's a boggle eye. So now they just can stare blankly from the one eye. Cyclops now from the Republic of Ireland, in the shape of Diotoir, son of Nemesis. The Steel Avenger bashes against the arena wall. Diotoir getting in and underneath and flipping the Steel Avenger up and over, and that was their only viable tactic, and it's paid off. What a run here for Diotoir. They're on fire. Oh, great. I'd pay my admission fee just to see this. Look at this. They're on fire. A flame of burning. Diotoir, they've got to rebuild it all over again. At least look at the flag on top. At least that's not smouldering. Diotoir have got to rebuild it once again, all over again.
Well, there's no doubt about that. The winner is Diotoir, son of Nemesis. Come here, lads. Well. I was visiting my in-laws in Galway, and imagine I turn on the radio, the Jerry Ryan show on RTE it was, and there's a national competition going on to name your robot. What happened there then?
Yeah, we wanted to get a good name that hardly anybody could pronounce.
Especially you.
Especially you.
Especially you. So you've got through twice, you never win. You've lost both wars, you got knocked out first time. And now you're through to round 3. How do you feel,
great.
lads?
Great.
Oh, yeah, I think we're
Nemesis Baby is a much better robot.
It's just because you changed the name.
It's a different robot, whole different robot.
Well, all I can say is Bula Buskadina, Bukali Oseren, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you do me that favour? Vegetarian sausage
Got a bit
a la bash.
Broccoli sausage.
Lovely. You should too. Yeah.
get out
Go on.
damage.
Go on, it's lovely. Vegetarian. Go on, it's lovely.
I'm not eating. No, I'm not eating.
Go on, it's lovely.
My ma said never take food off strangers.
Your robot cooked it.
I wouldn't eat that thing it cooked. You should see what we've done with it.
Oh, it's lovely. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
You've got through really, really well. And it was a stunning battle for all of us to see, so thank you very much.
Someone's obviously put a jinx on us to make us get through, you know?
I know. It's bringing him, isn't it? He's your lucky mascot.
Lucky Irishman.
Come on, quick, you're just about to go in for battle.
I'm going in for a battle.
I know, but you haven't got your hat on or your sunglasses.
Krypton factor.
Quick.
Ow.
Oh, the sunglasses just went in the robot.
Okay.
It's okay.
all right,
It's okay. They've been
What are
retrieved.
you doing to me?
Okay, are you all right there?
Not a bother,
You
yeah.
can see where you're going, can't you? Yeah, you can see all right, can't you? They're never going to last 5 minutes.
Roboteers, stand by.
Custom. Good word for Diotoir today. Their robot pulled apart by the customs. They put it together again. And look, more fur after the fire of the Heat semi-finals. There, of course, the Firestorm boys against them.
1. Activate.
And the Dubliners done well to repair Diotoir. It's got the little trophy from the Steel Avenger, the Feather Duster as well. And immediately Firestorm trying to lever Diotoir up and over. Where do they get all this polka dot fur from? I know one of the team members, Zulu, Karen Byrne, they rip and wears red and black fluffy underpants as well. Maybe he's got a secret store. He'll need something, certainly, because Diotoir's up and over. The judges look on. They'll be impressed by that sudden attack from Firestorm. And there, the lifting mechanism flicks Diotoir up and over. Diotoir, of course, has its own hydraulic arm. Now onto the flame pit. The lick of flame. The smile obliterated. The dead metal camera records it all. Once again, the splendid entertainers from Dublin's fair city are left feeling hot under the collar, and Firestorm about to take on Dead Metal. Dead Metal sparking away there. Metal being burnt. The fur flickers, but not the life force inside Diotoir, I'm afraid. Kill a lot to finish it off with a coup de grace, perhaps. In goes the lance. In underneath the lifting mechanism of Diotoir, enabling Killalot to lift it, hoist it, and push it towards, well, Bash wants some fur. Perhaps it's getting cold out there. Now is the winter of Diotoir's discontent, certainly, if it is a wee bit chilly on the arena floor. The Firestorm boys look on.
All right.
And I think we're about to see the mighty arena flipper. Diotoir righted. It's not all right. It's all gone wrong for the boys of Dublin. What a story, but Firestorm worthy winners.
No doubt about that one. Firestorm, hot stuff, through to our series semi-finals.
Well done to the Firestorm boys. The fairy story ends for Diotoir. The crowd have loved them to the very last minute. In the very first seconds of the Heat final, though, that's the damage. Flipped up from the arena floor, bouncing and burning. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
There's a team from Ireland here called Diotoir, and they might not even make it into the melee. Something has gone wrong. Peter, what's happening?
We had to replace our speed controller because we had a little accident with the orbital. So
How long is it going to take you? Because you haven't got long.
about, I'd say another 10 minutes, hopefully. And then we have to retest it.
From Dublin, seed number 21, Diotoir.
Phew, they've made it, the Irish boys. Great sports in the past with their polka dotty design and flammable fur brain machine with its zero turning circle, minimal ground clearance and spiked weapon. Well, last time they had trouble too. The robot dismantled completely going through customs from Dublin on the way to the Third Wars, but they recovered, nudged onwards, until Firestorm said, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, you go away in peace to rust.
My name is Kieran Byrne. This is Pete Redmond. This is the robot Diotoir, and as you can see, forward again. This is the weapon, and Pete will tell you about the weapon.
Well, this year the weapon is improved. It should be twice as fast as it was last time. The motors are slightly faster as well, so we've got a little bit more power and a little bit more go.
Roboteers, stand by.
Bolt from the blue with the flipping arm, Diotoir with the air-powered spike, and Ming 2 spikes
3,
and the front ram.
2, 1, activate.
Interesting to see what damage there was to Diotoir before we even began in the pits. Well, you can see they're not right, are they? Driven immediately back there. And Ming 2 and Bolt from the blue almost like a pincer attack, forcing Diotoir back to the arena wall and now dangerously towards the flame pit. The crowd loves Diotoir and the boys from Dublin because they don't seem to be mind being charbroiled. But at the moment, is that an inflammable Diotoir we're seeing out there? An indestructible Diotoir? Well, they'll have to right themselves very quickly, Peter Redmond and Kieran Bird. Meanwhile, the two underdogs there, Ming 2 and Bolt from the blue, circle dangerously, avoid each other. Well, that was nothing, just a bit of a bruise and a bump, but Diotoir is in real trouble here. Peter and Kieran need to get out from that arena wall, and they are on fire now! That's the end, surely, for Diotoir. It is! Oh, what a shame. So popular, but the ref bot comes in to extinguish the flames, and the boys from Dublin go out at this early stage.
Diotoir start the long trek home. A seed goes out. Ming 2 and a Bolt from the blue go through.
Oh, Diotoir, you fought and fought to get here. You missed your boat this morning from Ireland. Then your weapon wasn't working. You were overweight. You had to change the top. And it wasn't working as a self-righting mechanism then, so what chance did you stand?
Well, we didn't really have any chance with no chain. 30 seconds we could have got an extra split link in, but we didn't even have 30 seconds. We had to go out.
That's the extra time, you know.
Oh, I'm still obsessed with the fur as ever though.
Oh, yeah, it's have to.
Yeah.
We still have gallons of it in it there.
Yay, fur bikinis all round.
From Clondalkin, Diotoir.
They fought in every wars with this fur brain machine, slow at 6 miles an hour, boggle-eyed, a lifting weapon that hardly menaces, but we all adore Diotoir.
Roboteers, stand by.
Look at this. This is the Dome team. David Sweeney, Jim Boyd and his daughter Bella, and the Diotoir boys, all great fun themselves. It's a killer lot in the arena with the claws and the lance. Also fighting for the house robots, Sergeant Bash once again.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Good to see that the Dome heads have entered Robot Wars with the right spirit. Immediately flicked up and over by Diotoir. It doesn't have a self-righting mechanism. Look at this. A nudge from the scoop with the leering grin was enough, and over went the Dome. The Dome at the moment, a crashed white elephant. A Robot Wars, you understand. That Dome we're talking about. In the arena now, with Diotoir pushing and veering away and about to come in on another side onslaught. What can the Dome heads do? Very little. David Sweeney, computer programmer, is the robot driver. Down goes the pit, and it's a sort of a roly-poly, teetering, tumbling, tumble. And it crashes down.
Cease.
There's no place like the Dome.
Well, Dome, about as successful as the Millennium Dome. Diotoir, they go through! Putting the fun back into war, it says. That was fun.
Yeah, well, it was quick anyway. That's all I can say.
It looks like a whole new robot.
Oh, we just changed the springs, like, to make it, give it that bit more push,
The
you know.
flip was fairly strong now, isn't it?
It's gone up from 8 ton now to about, what, 18? Yeah. 18 ton.
So you're happy with that? I mean, that was just like a walk in the park, wasn't it?
I know, like, they're fairly hard to push over. The shape of them, like, shape of their heads.
How's it driving the robot now?
That's...
It's a bit more reliable than it ever was.
More reliable than it ever was. Do you think you can? I mean, because you've not really had a successful when you've been going head to head with other robots. Do you think you can pull it out of the bag this time?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah?
No.
All right then, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Diotoir posse.
this robot win
Well, we're fairly
against that
confident.
robot?
Going downhill, yeah. If we had a start on a ramp, not a problem.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
From Clondalkin, Dublin, in Ireland, Diotoir.
How's it going? We're the Diotoir team from Ireland. I'm Pete. This is Kieran. This is Joe. We've improved Diotoir. We put in high-powered springs off lorry suspension. We're ready to fight and kick ass.
Roboteers, stand by.
Tornado with Andrew Marchant at the controls and David and Brian alongside him. And Diotoir, the Irish lads, work in the aircraft industry. There's young Jack, their mascot, in there with them. Dead metals in the arena, weapon synergy, the saw, the pincer working together. Sergeant Bash, the flamethrower, the pincers, either can destroy.
3, 2, 1.
Terrific experience here. Diotoir has fought in every series of Robot Wars. Tornado semi-finalists in Series 4. Diotoir's weaponry is improved. Tornado drives back though. It is the most persistent of machines, Tornado. Never gives up. Constantly on the attack. With that vertically mounted 15-kilo front spinning disc slicing into the side here of Diotoir. They thought they might get a fur ball and be choked. Diotoir now has side spikes. You see them there to ward off such attacks, and a neat turn of pace there to get away from Sergeant Bash. Peter Redmond at the controls, an aircraft avionics engineer who loves farming. Ants. Strange. Diotoir under pressure from Tornado. Slam. Bam. And back at you, ma'am. Diotoir showing tenacity and courage in there. And actually grappling there with Tornado. This is a real heave-ho. See the wheels spinning? Tornado cannot push Diotoir any further, it would seem. The sergeant comes in and has a look. Ooh, a little flick of flame. And Diotoir's fur was tickled. Andrew Marchant at the controls of Tornado. They've obviously crowned themselves kings of the Robot Wars arena thus far. Will they be dethroned as Tornado slams in on the bucket scoop? Diotoir over the years has become much more durable, you know, and this is a terrific, sustained fight between two stout-hearted machines. Tornado spinning away. Diotoir in there for the close grappling, side by side. Toreador and Bull, which is which? Tornado with a little bit of a push now, side on to Diotoir. Dancing around the arena, close controls. Diotoir takes the plunge. Goes for the pit release first. Down it goes, the pit. Diotoir, did they sense that Tornado was on its last leg, as it were? What a shot this is! Diotoir nearly went in, but Tornado crash out! The 12 seeds have gone. What a win for Diotoir!
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Tornado turned into a gentle summer's breeze. Diotoir go through. Whoa! Well done, my son. Come here, Zero. Give me a hug. I can't believe it.
I want their crowns.
Well, you're becoming the kings. The kings.
All right, hand them in.
The kings of Ireland, anyway. Talk me through it.
Oh, what can I say? Peter's an absolutely amazing driver. Like, times there, he had him.
You've done it, lads.
Yeah, second time.
You're through.
Through to the next round.
And you're not really used to winning, are you?
No, this is new to us.
Have you ever got through to a heat final before?
At home, yeah.
in your dreams?
Yeah. Computer games, you know what I mean? Got right through that.
Well, you're through to one now. Yeah. Heady Heights.
It's weird, isn't it?
Bula Buscadina, Bucleos Aaron. Let's hear it for the boys from Ireland.
What's going to happen then in there?
We're going to do that till we flip them, and then we're just going to leave them out, and the robots are just going to eat them. But don't tell them that.
So much for a gentleman's agreement, eh? If you're just wondering who this reprobate is, who are you?
Oh, my name's Jack.
And who are you?
Our mascot.
Oh, I couldn't tell you that.
He's son of the master of robot wars. It's Craig's little boy, aren't you? Look at this. Look at this beautiful face. Does he remind you of anyone? He's taller than his dad, though, so we've got to watch out. Excuse me, I need to talk to the other team members. Happy, confident?
Nope.
Flipper working?
Don't know. Wait till we get out there.
Fingers crossed it's not too much of a barbecue session this time.
Oh, it's not the flames we're worried about.
No, I know.
Yeah, it's just landing on the judges.
It's landing on the judges. Good luck, good luck, good luck, good luck.
From Clondalkin, Diotoir. From East Tilbury, Spawn Again. Roboteers, stand by.
In the first day of Robot Wars, the Diotoir team have been great fun. Peter Redmond, Dr. Zulu, Joe Gavin, and now, of course, Jack and the Spawn Again team of Darren Ball and Luke Chapman have also learned vital lessons over the past years. For a start, how to dodge the likes of Sergeant Bash in the arena. How to twist and turn away from the tusks of Matilda.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
It's been fascinating to watch the development of these two sides. Spawn Again now with that formidable flipper. Diotoir, has lost one eye for a start. In underneath, Diotoir, very little ground clearance, but tumbled over. That was the first attack. And then as they tried to self-right and fired their weapon, both eyes actually came off Diotoir. At the controls, Peter Redmond. As for his tactics, he says, I'm never too sure, actually. And Spawn Again releases the button that will send Diotoir down into that crevice after a worthy battle through this heat to the final, but no further from the lads from Clondalkin in Dublin. And Spawn Again with the fur trophy already on the front flipper, reaching the semi-finals of Scutter's Revenge in Series 3 and the semi-finals of Series 4 with Spawn of Scutter. We'll head through to the Series semi-finals again. Oh, Diotoir's on fire. We've seen that before, but we haven't seen quite as determined a performance from Diotoir as this one. Sergeant Bash comes in with a flick of flame. And Diotoir, crowd favourites, being taunted by the crowd now. And in a splash of steam, out go the flames and out go the hopes. In comes the sergeant once again. Well, there's going to be very little left of the polka dot fur. I don't know where they get the supply from every year. Only Peter Redmond and Dr. Zulu, Kieran Byrne and Joe Gavin would know. Perhaps it's something from their private lives they'd rather not discuss. We won't delve into that. Oh, and there they go, and there goes their machine. A charcoal heap. Tatters around the arena floor. Hey, Spawn Again, what are you doing out there having a go? On looks Joe Gavin, in comes Matilda. More damage caused to Diotoir. Spawn Again doesn't exactly look healthy after the exertions of this final, but we know that it's Spawn Again through to the series semi-final. Diotoir a crumpled heap.
Diotoir gets one in the eye. Spawn Again through to the series semi-finals.
Oh, lads. It didn't go to plan, did it?
What can I say, you know? They were lower than us.
Flip ourselves back over if we're upside down. And that's the trouble up against another flipper.
I know, and you haven't got a self-righter.
That's it. That's the problem.
He was, but he was up with us. He wouldn't let him back down.
It was all about that first flip. We really needed to get.
They were lower, weren't they?
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah,
That's not nice saying that about someone, though.
They were lower. They were lower than. How can you be lower than the Diotoir team? You've had some fun and you've come quite far for a change.
Yeah. Oh, we took out one of the main ones, so that was a bonus for us. Like,
We took out the 12th seed, which is always good. Tornado is he's packed his bags. He's gone home crying.
Yeah, these boys are always going to be tough, you know. So
Lost to a good robot then.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Diotoir!